Premiered at one of the biggest film festivals in the world, is now playing here in the Triad. King Cole shares a unique and personal perspective on one of our nation's biggest industries, and you can experience it for yourself at Aperture Cinema.
Yeah, this is really cool, and here to tell us more about the film is Elaine McMillan Sheldon. She is a director and the narrator of King Cole. Good morning. Thank you for spending some time with us today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's first start about the idea behind the movie. What was the inspiration to create it in the first place?
Well, there's a lot of talk about coal and what role it will play in our future and not role it will play in our future. And I felt like something that was missing from the conversation was something I could add as someone who has 4 generations of coal miners in my family, was a reflection on not coal as an industry or as politics, but coal as community. And so the film really sought to document how coal has brought a sense of belonging and identity to people, and how that identity is one that we're losing. And so it's a film about change and mourning.
And the lighting and settings in this film seem very intentional. Can you explain why you chose this medium of storytelling?
Yeah, well, I think cinema and film allows us to sort of allow you guys to travel to the coal fields, which may not be someplace you will be able to go or want to go in the future. And so it's sort of a journey through the places that raised me, the places that both are really beautiful, but also scarred from this industry that has affected us so much. And so we really sought out places that we loved throughout Appalachia. So often Appalachia is seen as a place that isn't beautiful. And so we really wanted this film to include vistas and things that, the things that we really value as people who live here.
Elaine, this feels so personal to you, this entire film. How did it feel to see it on a screen at Sundance Film Festival? That is so huge for you. And then, of course, it also won that award here at home at River Run. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, well, the film has been received really well, and it is very nerve-wracking because I'm the narrator and my own grandpa's in the film, and I reference people in my family in the film, and it's just been really gratifying to see people find the universality. You don't have to be from the coalfields, you don't have to be from Appalachia to see this film, understand the emotions that are underpinning this change in our society. And so, winning the cinematography award at River Run was a huge thing for our cinematographer, who's also my husband, Curran Sheldon, because we really tried hard to make a film that was cinematic and one that was really immersive.
Elaine, before I moved here, I actually lived in West Virginia for 3 years as a kind of a point in my career. It is such a beautiful place, and you're absolutely right. Coal is a big part of the community and a big part of West Virginian history. We had a walk-in shower in our basement, so the people who were coming back from the coal mines could kind of clean themselves up before they entered the rest of the home. And that was something that, was a learning experience for me. I know this is kind of a teaching implement that you're giving to your viewers. What do you hope they take away from all of this?
I hope that we remember to be kind to one another in any transition we're going through. Change is difficult, and I think there's been a lack of recognition of how much sacrifice this region has given, how much they have given lives, environment, all these things, so that we could have progress in the Industrial Revolution and steel buildings and steel bridges and power and all these things. And I think that the communities are ready for progress, for moving on, but we need to acknowledge what was lost and what was sacrificed. And so that's what I hope people can take away, is just to remember that change is not just difficult for Appalachia, it's difficult for all of us, and we need to help one another in that change.
And really quickly, Elaine, it's interesting you noted that your husband was a part of the filmmaking, your grandfather. This feels like a very family film for you. What was it like working with them along the way?
Yeah, well, we make films pretty small. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we try to make films close to home, stories that matter to us. And working with family is just a privilege to be, I was wearing my 6-month-old son on my body in a pack while we were filming some of this too. So yeah, it's really wonderful to be able to have a career where I can also have my family involved.
The images we're showing on the film, I mean, they just look beautiful. Yeah, I mean, we certainly appreciate your time joining us this morning. We're lucky to have you on our show and to have your film playing at Aperture Cinema in downtown Winston-Salem. You can visit them on West 4th Street in downtown Winston-Salem to see King Cole for yourself, and you can always learn more about the film by visiting kingcolefilm.com. Important to note, it is playing there through August 24th, so just a couple more days to go and see the movie.